Okay, we are drawing a card with praying hands, and I turn this into a card that says, I will pray for you on the outside, and then on the inside, I am sorry for your loss. So this could be a sympathy card, or you could write a different message inside. You know, I will pray for you. Congratulations on your first communion. Okay, it could be, it could be for something that's good news too. Okay, so we're just going to take a white piece of paper, copy your printer paper, or if you have some drawing paper, that would probably be even better. And then you're going to fold it in half. And then you're going to angle your hand so that it's at a diagonal on your paper. And then you're going to take a pencil and trace it. So I'm going to use a permanent marker. This one is extra fine. And your fingers are going to be together. They're not spread out. Okay, just like you are praying. And so I'm going to stay real close to the side of my hand and real close as best I can to the edges of my fingers. And I thought how nice of a card this would be made by a child, because their hands are just so cute and sweet, and how thoughtful it would be to hear that they are praying for you. Okay, so that came out pretty well. All right, after I get the outline, then I'm just going to draw the hand going right down to the edges of the paper. And maybe you would see the hand coming in a little bit down here towards the wrist. All right. And then pretty much what I did is I just sort of laid my hand next to my picture and then tried to copy as best I could the lines of my hand. So, my thumb line comes in. And then, I also did this to decide to figure out how far down my lines would go for my hand. So I traced along here, and then I put my other finger down, and I traced along here, and then my other finger, and traced down here. So then I didn't even have to measure how long these were. And this one to here. So that was pretty accurate. Okay. And then for the lines of my fingers, the knuckles, and the nails. So I drew coming down and then across and then back up. And so I did that for each finger, down and across and back up, and down and across and back up. And then the thumb, I could see a little bit of the skin on the side here. So that was a little more tricky. Okay, and then also the lines for the knuckles. So with a little space, and then some lines across here, and then lines across here. So for each finger, I could just lay it right next to and just sort of copy where those lined up. And over here, and this one down here, and then across here, and over here. Okay, and then where the fingers sort of met in here, there were some lines also. And also on my thumb. And then you just sort of followed this shape for the other hand meeting up. So just following these curves. And then this for the thumb as well. And down to the wrist. And then a little line here for the nail. And just a few creases along the edge there. Okay. And then at the top, I wrote, I will pray and for you. You could even write the for you on the inside, and that could be the whole entire message, and then just love and then your name. And I put little dots on the ends of the letters just to make them look a little more fancy. And then when I colored this in, I actually used the crayons for the nail part. I did pink and peach, and then I used marker for coloring in the hands. I just used a peach marker. But you could also use crayons for that as well. And I left a little bit of white along the nails and along the bottom here of the nails. And then I shaded in a little bit with pencil where I thought the shadows would sort of be. And a little bit along the edge here too, separating from the two hands. A little bit of shading with pencil. Okay, and then on the inside, if you wanted to write, I am sorry. This is a sympathy card for your loss. And then love. And then your name. Okay, so I hope this turns out just beautifully for you. And good luck.